Trying to figure out what to do for the 4th of July weekend in Corpus Christi or Port Aransas? With so much happening, fireworks, concerts, festivals, and beach parties, it can get overwhelming pretty fast. And if you don't plan ahead, you can end up stuck in traffic, circling for parking, or even worse, missing the event that you came for. Hey everyone, I'm Leslie Milner, a local realtor here in Corpus Christi, and I make weekly videos all about life here in the Coastal Bend. And in this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know to navigate one of the busiest weekends of the year. From where to watch the fireworks, what time the events start, parking and ferry tips, and just how to avoid traffic jams and fines, I got you covered. So let's kick things off with what's happening around Corpus. The biggest celebration in the city is the annual Mayor's Big Bang celebration happening on Friday, July 4th. Now, this event takes place along the Corpus Christi Bayfront in Water's Edge Park and is one of the best ways to experience Independence Day here in the area. Now, the Big Bang celebration will include food trucks, games, and vendors set up all along the waterfront, and all leading up to the huge fireworks show that starts at 9:30 p.m. The fireworks are going to be launched from a barge out in the bay just north of the People's Street T-head. And you got plenty of great viewing options to choose from, whether you're hanging out along the bayfront seawall, the T-heads, Cole Park, or even down by McAllen Park. And if you want the full experience, you can tune into the synchronized show on the radio stations like 94.7 FM and 95.5 FM, which will be playing alongside with the fireworks. Now, parking downtown for this event can definitely be a challenge and a little frustrating, especially the closer it gets to showtime. Some of the streets are going to be closed off and traffic gets pretty backed up, so just keep that in mind if you are planning to drive. Some lots are going to be free and some are going to be charging you a fee, but expect things to fill up pretty quickly. If you want to skip the hassle, they are having a free shuttle option that runs from City Hall to the event area, and it even keeps running for a bit after the fireworks wrap up. I believe it's about 30 minutes after the show, so it is an option to consider if you don't want to deal with the traffic or trying to find parking near the bayfront. If you are planning to watch the Big Bang fireworks show from the USS Lexington, they're hosting their Red, White, and Boom fireworks viewing party on the flight deck. You're going to get a great view of the show, plus you're going to have live music from the chain links, along with food, snacks, beers, and wine that are available on site. Chairs are going to be provided to you, but if you rather use your own blanket or your own lawn chair, feel free to bring it. Just be sure to reserve your spot early on. This event typically sells out pretty quick, so you can grab your tickets directly through the USS Lexington website, and I'll be sure to include that link in the description below to make it easy for you if that's something you're interested in. Now, this is a ticketed event, so it is not free like the other viewing areas downtown Corpus. General admission is going to be $25, but if you're a museum member with your membership card, or you're military with a valid ID, the price is going to be $15. And just a heads up, these tickets are only for the fireworks show, not admission to the museum itself. Also, outside coolers, food, and drinks are not allowed, and any bags that you bring will be checked at the entrance. Over at Cole Park, you can catch the Summer Bay Jammin' Concert Series at the amphitheater, and every Friday during the summer, they host free concerts and family-friendly movies, and on the 4th of July, it's going to be a great spot to bring a little picnic and enjoy the fireworks show in a more relaxed setting. This year, the band 18 Hours is going to be taking the stage, playing a mix of 90s and early 2000s alternative rock. So if that's your kind of music, then this could be a great place to set up for the evening. You're going to get a good waterfront view of the fireworks while enjoying some throwback hits, making it an ideal option for families or anyone looking to stay out of the larger downtown crowds. And another thing that is happening on Friday night is the First Friday Art Walk walk in the Marina Arts District. This free community event brings out live music, food trucks, and pop-up vendors throughout the streets of downtown, and this month it's happening alongside Mural Fest, which will showcase some of the newest murals that are being added to downtown Corpus. So while you're walking around, checking out different vendors and just listening to live music, you're also going to get to see the new large-scale artwork being painted or recently completed across the area. It's a really fun way to experience downtown and really see the creative side of the city come to life during one of the most exciting weekends of the year. And after a big night of fireworks and festivities on Friday, Saturday brings a just more laid-back vibe with plenty still going on around town. Now, one of the best ways that you can start your day is going to be with Heritage Park Market Days. This is going to run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The historic homes at Heritage Park are going to be surrounded by over 100 local vendors selling everything from handcrafted jewelry and baked goods to home decor and boutique clothing. There's going to be live music there, food trucks, and just plenty of shade under the oak trees, making it a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere. It is also dog-friendly, so feel free to bring your dog along as well. If you're looking for things to do beyond just Saturday, there are several events happening all weekend long. First, you have the Corpus Christi Hooks that are going to be playing home games at Whataburger Field from Friday through Sunday, and both the Friday and Saturday night games will be followed by a fireworks show. Friday and Saturday games start at 7:05 p.m. and Sunday's game actually begins at 5:05 p.m. for HEB Kids Day. Now, Whataburger Field is a great spot for families or groups. There are plenty of food and drink options at the stadium. You have Whataburger, Kona Ice, pizza, Port Avenue tacos, and Norland Ryan's Smokehouse. But just know that food and drinks here will tend to be a little bit pricier than usual, so it is something to keep in mind when you're placing your order. Also, all bags must be clear, plastic, or vinyl, and no larger than 16 by 16 inches to get through security. And if you are looking for something more casual and outdoors, the 10th annual Corpus Christi Food Summerfest is going to be happening all weekend in downtown Corpus. It's going to be running from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Friday through Sunday. This event is going to feature live music from 30 different bands. It's going to have a kids truck zone, face painting, a petting zoo, and an arts and crafts alley. Admission is free. You're going to just have to pay for the food and the drinks that you want. It's a great spot to hang out, grab a bite to eat, and just enjoy the energy of downtown Corpus. And if you are looking for something fun to do in the evening time, you have the Blue Shore Pedal Lounge Pub Crawl, which is a great option to check out. From July 4th through July 6th, they are actually offering a 2-hour guided pub tour throughout downtown from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. each night. You're going to visit 3 bars or clubs, and they're going to have complimentary drinks that are included while supplies last. It is 21 and up, but it is a really fun way to explore the downtown nightlife scene with your friends or your family. And aside from everything that I just mentioned here, keep in mind that many other local spots around Corpus are going to be hosting their own 4th of July specials and events throughout the weekend. From live music to restaurant deals and bar parties, there's going to be so much going on this weekend that I couldn't cover it all here in this video. But if you are heading downtown or out near the beaches, chances are you're gonna find something festive to enjoy. Now, if you're planning to be in Port Aransas for the holiday weekend, one of the main events going on is the annual fireworks show at Roberts Point Park, which is scheduled for Friday night, July 4th around 9 p.m. This is one of the biggest community events in town, and you're going to find people lining the beaches, parks and marina areas to watch. And since the fireworks launch from within Roberts Point Park, it is one of the best places to set up, but make sure you get there early to grab a good spot because traffic tends to build as it gets closer to showtime, and with only 2 lanes throughout town, it can get pretty backed up quickly, especially near the park and the beach access points. Now, if you want to celebrate earlier in the day, you can head over to the Fred Rhodes Memorial Pavilion, which is within Roberts Point Park, and they will have festivities beginning at 4 p.m. There's going to be free popcorn and snow cones while supplies last, and there's also going to be some live music from the Coastal Benders from 5 to 7 p.m. It's going to be a great place to bring the family, enjoy some live music, and relax before the fireworks show begins. There's also going to be a rooftop fireworks viewing party that's happening at the Shipyard from 6 to 11 p.m. It's going to be a great spot if you're looking for one of the best rooftop views of the fireworks in Port A. The atmosphere is going to be casual with live music, food and drinks available throughout the evening, and if you want that rooftop access, tickets are required, and they're offering reserved tables on the 3rd floor, which is where you're going to get those elevated views of the show. Now, tables are $50 and they seat up to 6 people. Plus, there's going to be a private rooftop bar for the guests that have table access. So if that sounds something that is your kind of night, make sure you grab your tickets early. I'll be sure to link the ticket information in the description below for you if that's something you're interested in. There are also boat cruises available during the fireworks show if you want to enjoy the view from the water instead of the shore. 2 of the popular options available to choose from are Deep Sea Headquarters and the Scarlet Lady of Dolphin Adventures. Both are going to be offering evening cruises on July 4th that will sail around the Lydia Ann Channel while you watch the fireworks light up in the sky. Deep Sea Headquarters will be running their cruise from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. and the Scarlet Lady will have a more festive setup with a full bar, but just keep in mind that these tours do book up pretty quickly, so if that is something you're interested in, it's best to lock in your tickets as soon as you can. And in addition to all of that, some of the resorts around Port A are also getting into the holiday spirit. You have Camellia Beach that has a full weekend of fun planned, including food, games, fireworks, and they also have their big Independence Day concert on Saturday, July 5th at 7 p.m. over at the Palm Plaza. There's going to be live music and a great setup for relaxing with friends and family. But just a heads up, this is going to be a ticketed event. General admission will be $30 and VIP tables, they are up to 8 people. They're going to be about $450. So it's a good idea to grab your tickets early if you are planning to go. And you have Cinnamon Shore that is going to be going all out too with events happening throughout the week. And on the 4th, they're going to have their annual bike parade for the kids starting in the evening along with family-friendly activities, have live music, and also have glow sticks handed out once the sun starts to go down. They're going to also have things like movie nights and games during the week. So there's going to be plenty of things to do if you're staying in the area. I'll also have links in the description with more information on both of these resorts if you want to check out their full schedules. And of course, hanging out on the beach is one of the biggest reasons that people come to Port Aransas for the holiday weekend. Whether you're soaking up the sun, you're swimming, or you're riding around in your golf cart, there is no better way to spend the 4th than on the sand. But just be sure to plan ahead because the island does get busy. So if you haven't already booked your golf cart rental or your beach gear, you'll want to do that ASAP. Now, if you're planning to take the ferry to get on and off of Port Aransas, just know that wait times can get pretty long during busy weekends like this one. It's always a good idea to check the current wait times ahead of time, and you can do this on the TechStop website. They have a live tracker online that tells you the wait times, and it is super helpful, so I'll be sure to include that info down in the description if you need it. Also, if you're going to be out on the beach for a while, make sure you're familiar with the local beach rules. Things like bonfire restrictions, alcohol rules, and parking can vary in different parts of the beach. And the last thing you want to do is get hit with a fine while you're enjoying your holiday weekend. And I actually have a whole separate video that goes over all of this in detail, and it's going to be linked right after this video, so be sure to check that out if you are planning to have a beach day. And just a quick safety heads up, traffic on and off Port Aransas has been rough the past couple weekends. With the wrecks and the long backups that have been reported, be extra cautious while you're driving, especially with the holiday weekend bringing in heavier traffic and just more people out enjoying themselves. Unfortunately, that means that there's going to be a higher chance of people drinking and getting behind the wheel. So just stay alert and drive safe. And lastly, if you're planning to head home and leave on Sunday morning, keep in mind that checkout time in Port Aransas is the same for most rentals and hotels. And traffic heading out of Port Aransas can get very congested and backed up since it's only a 2-lane road. We've already seen this the past couple weekends in a row, so if you can leave just a little bit earlier or later than the crowd, you're gonna save yourself a lot of time sitting in traffic. So whether you're spending the weekend in Corpus Christi or you're making your way to Port Aransas, there is no shortage of things to do this 4th of July. From the fireworks and the concerts to food festivals and markets, it is one of the most exciting weekends along the Texas coast. And if this video has helped you plan your 4th of July weekend, be sure to give it a like. And if you know someone else heading down here to enjoy the weekend, feel free to share it with them as well. I'd love to hear what you have going on for your 4th of July as well, so be sure to drop a comment and let me know. Are you going to be watching fireworks downtown? Are you going to be just relaxing on the beach in Port Aransas? Are you going to go check out a Hooks game? And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, tap that little notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any of my weekly videos. I hope you have a fun and safe 4th of July weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.